Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for jumping on in here with me. I wanted to do something a little bit different that we've done previously. You guys know that normally we put together these videos here on live, and I'll go ahead and give you my bets, but let's do something different. Let's all hang out together. Let's talk bets. Before we do so, I want to remind you guys that we're 1-0 so far in the baseball season, as we got the Yankees to win last night. We've also got a bet pending. We've got the parlay of the Dodgers Astros that you guys are on with me. And I've released a video earlier this morning that's got two bets for later on this evening for the baseball game. So go ahead and check those out. We'll start off the baseball season 4-0, and it's going to be awesome. I already got the chat open there on YouTube Live and also there on Twitter. So go ahead, let's interact. Let's talk week 38 in the Premier League, guys. It's upon us. There's only one more week. There's so much to be had for, though. We got the relegation battle going on. We've also got a nice fight for Champions League and Europa League football. Comes to find out, there's only going to be about 6 games, though, that really matter in this contest. So what we got is we've got Manchester United playing Leicester. That's going to be an all-important big boy matchup right there. We've also got Wolves are playing Chelsea. That's another monster matchup right there. Tottenham's playing Crystal Palace, another good one for Europa League spot. And then the last 3 matchups there are going to be Arsenal, Watford, West Ham, Villa, and Everton versus Bournemouth. Before I go ahead and give you guys my 2 bets that I've got for you on Sunday, let's just talk about the Premier League and how we kind of see this thing unfolding out. Look, let's start right up on top, and I'm wearing the jersey, so if you want to take this with a grain of salt, I can't be mad at you. You guys know I've talked about plenty of times on these shows how I'm a Manchester United fan, so again, take this with a grain of salt if you'd like. But fact is, Manchester United is playing Leicester. They're already 1 point above Leicester. This is going to be a really good game. Look, it's all about how Manchester United comes out and plays in this one. Are they going to play to not lose? I think if Manchester United comes out and they play to not lose, they could be in for a world of hurt, because we know Leicester has looked really poor coming out after this restart. They've lost a lot of games that, quite frankly, they haven't, even including a Bournemouth they took a loss. But fact is, if United comes out to lose this game, Leicester will probably jump all over them with Vardy, Iheanacho. Looks like Maddison's probably still going to miss through this game, so that's going to be a big blow for them. But Manchester United has to come out, I think, with the intent to win the game. And you think, oh, that's a given. Manchester United, of course, are going to do that. That didn't look like what they came out to do the other night against West Ham. That looked like a team that came out and knew that they got a point. They were going to jump above Leicester, get into either 3rd or 4th place, depending on the Chelsea-Liverpool result. So it's not a foregone conclusion that United's going to come out and say, we want to win this game. But they've got to come in with that mentality. You don't want to rely on Wolves to helping you out to beat Chelsea. Take it. It's in your hands. This was so great when the schedule came out, after the restart, when we kind of re-looked at the schedule, and it was like, oh, United plays Leicester last game of the year. They may actually come out and do this. Yeah, my man here, Cage, saying they were poor against West Ham, and they were poor against West Ham. That being said, as poor as they were, a dumb mistake by Pogba. Why he just doesn't flat out duck and get out of the way, I'm really not too sure. Puts his hands up. We obviously know they get the penalty kick, but sitting here in the Manchester United jersey again, guys, they're my team. I think at worst they're going to draw this game. I can't see them losing. Like I said, Leicester has been on some real poor form. Manchester United is a Champions League club. That's their pedigree. There's time for them to come out of Europa League and get back into the big boy competition that they want to be in so bad. So I do look for United to either win or draw that game. Moving to the next one that really is going to matter. We've got Chelsea versus Wolves. This is going to be another good matchup. I'll tell you what, that game against Liverpool-Chelsea the other night, that was about as fascinating as it gets in terms of watching a Premier League match. I mean, Liverpool comes out on the front foot. I predicted that, talked about how they were going to do that. They were lifting the trophy. I thought they actually wanted definitely to get that win. They don't want to lift the trophy coming out with maybe like a bad taste in their mouth. So I knew they were going to come out and really stick it to Chelsea. But, man, credit Chelsea. They came all the way back. Made it 4-3 at one point before it finished 5-3. So that young team, Chelsea, Pulisic, Giroud actually played good. Abraham came in and actually played really well. Mount's doing really well. So this Chelsea team going up against Wolves, though. Wolves have given up the 5th least amount of goals in the Premier League this season. This Wolves defense, they will grind you physically. They're tough. They've got no problem winning games 1-0, 2-0. So that's the kind of the balance I see here is who's going to will, who's going to come out on top. I like to think that Jimenez and Jota for the Wolves can actually get one over on Chelsea. We've seen Chelsea's defense. They're about as leaky as can be. They're going to let goals on in. I've done it all season. That's why their goal differential is so poor when you compare them to Leicester and United in terms of maybe who's going to be level on points. Chelsea does not want to be level on points with United or Leicester. They're in big trouble. That goal differential is no good for them. I'm gonna say this game is gonna be a draw. Something tells me Wolves' defense is just gonna be too much for Chelsea. Again, I understand and respect Chelsea's firepower, but something tells me the defense gets it done for Wolves, and they are able to come out with the draw. So that puts us to another big matchup, the last one that involves European football: Tottenham versus Crystal Palace. This is about as cut and dry as it can be to me, because Crystal Palace, they won the initial game coming out of the restart. They beat Bournemouth. And then it's been all losses straight. They're not even getting draws. They're losing, and they're losing bad to everybody that they go ahead and play against. So this has got to be a Tottenham win, no doubt about it. This is a classic Jose Mourinho game. We're going to go up 1-0, then you're going to loosen up, and then we're probably going to get you for 2, maybe even 3-0. Maybe Zaha or Wilfred Zaha can get a late goal and it finishes 3-1, maybe 2-1. But this is definitely going to be a Tottenham win. I don't see it unfolding anywhere else. So how do I see that means who gets Champions League? I think that's going to that still puts Chelsea above Leicester. That obviously keeps United above Chelsea because they are going to get the win or the draw. So that means I see United and Chelsea going to Champions League. I've got Tottenham jumping the Wolves and getting in that 5th place spot. The 6th place spot. 5th place will go to Leicester. Tottenham will jump Wolves in 6th place. So Tottenham will go to the Europa League qualification. So that means Wolves are the newest, biggest Chelsea fans out there, because recall Chelsea and Arsenal are in the FA Cup. FA Cup winner automatically goes to Europa League. But if Chelsea wins the FA Cup, then that now moves the Europa League spot down to 7th place, as obviously Chelsea is getting in the Champions League or Europa League regardless due to their Premier League standing. So Wolves will be a big Chelsea fan come next Saturday or Sunday in Wembley. Let's go to the comments, see what we got. We got Jerry saying, "Let's go, Man U." Yeah, there we go, Jerry. And we got VTU Mouth saying, "Log in here, goal differential being a bad thing." Yeah, Blues need to win. Blues need to win. Chelsea will crush the Gunners. No worries. Yeah. Chelsea's going to lift that trophy. I do see that. So I think Wolves will be okay in that scenario, falling down in a 7th place. Let's move on to the relegation battle. Let's just talk about this real quick. We do have Arsenal going up against Watford. At the end of the day, we just mentioned Arsenal's in the FA Cup final, so they do need to stay sharp, where maybe, Watford is maybe hoping they could get an easy win. But now with Arsenal in that FA Cup final, they are going to need to stay sharp. So unfortunately for Watford, I do see Arsenal going ahead and pulling this out. For West Ham Villa, probably going to be a draw. That one's just going to be tough, because West Ham, they are a good club. If you guys recall on Winning Bets, we rode West Ham to 2 money line victories in the last 2 weekends when West Ham needed victories, outside the 2 before Manchester United, when they needed victories. So we've cashed Winning Bets on West Ham. They're a good club. They're a Premier League club, and there's a reason why they stayed up and they grinded here late in the season. And then Everton, Bournemouth, look, they're 3 points behind Watford and Villa. So for Bournemouth to stay up, they need to win, and Villa and Watford need to lose. Man, just not quite sure that's going to happen for Eddie Howe. That's really unfortunate, because Eddie Howe and the Cherries, I like them a lot, but this could be the season that they go back down to the championship. If I had to take a guess, the 2 teams that'll join Norwich in the drop will be Bournemouth, then Watford, Villa. Well, I just said Watford's going to lose. Villa's going to draw. So Watford's going down. Watford is joining Bournemouth and Norwich, and they're both going down to the drop. All right, guys, let's talk about our 2 bets that we've got going on for Sunday. This is kind of a tough, right? It's when all these leagues, when they come down to games that really don't matter, and we're talking about placing a bet, you need to find matchups where there's something to fight for. Leicester United, I just don't feel comfortable, betting that game because of the whole United only needs a draw. I think they would. I just don't know. The fact that they only need a draw just really scares me. So anyways, I can't bet that game. Chelsea Wolves, I'm really torn. I know I just said that was going to be a draw, but if Chelsea goes ahead and wins that game, that's obviously not going to be a big surprise to me. So I can't bet that game. Tottenham Crystal Palace, yeah, Tottenham's going to win, but the odds just aren't really in their favor, so you can't really bet that one. And then the relegation scrap, I absolutely want no part of that. So what are we going to do? I found another thing that really matters here in the Premier League. It's the old Golden Glove, baby. Which keeper is going to get the Golden Glove? You don't think that matters? It doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't matter to you, I agree, but it matters to those players on the pitch. They want to say at the end of the season they had the best defense in the Premier League. So the Golden Glove definitely has a lot of weight in the Premier League. And currently right now, Ederson, goalkeeper for Manchester City, is tied with Pope, goalkeeper for Burnley, on 15 clean sheets. City does have the one extra clean sheet in terms of the club, but nobody really pays attention to the club who has the most clean sheets. It's all about the keeper who's going to get the Golden Glove. So I'm actually betting Manchester City game for one of my two bets here. There's no way Norwich is going to score. Norwich is playing Manchester City. I know Manchester City had a slip up against they had the slip up against Southampton, and they had the slip up recently against, well, they didn't slip up against Bournemouth. They gave up a goal against Bournemouth, but they are smashing teams. Let me look this up because I know they have had an incredible run here of just, let's see here. Their run here is absolutely ridiculous what they've done here. I'll pull this up real quick. It takes me 2 seconds. Yeah, let's look at this run. So they've gone, they're killing teams, absolutely killing them. So they've gone 4-0 on Watford. They've gone 5-0 on Brighton, 5-0 on Newcastle, 4-0 on Liverpool, 2-0 on Newcastle, all that after the restart. Yeah, you don't tell me that they're not going to absolutely smash Norwich. They're going to actually put a hurting on Norwich. So therefore, the bet here to make on this one is Manchester City starting down 0-1. And if you parlay that with both teams to score no, those odds come in at -117, and I think that's exactly what's going to hit. We know Manchester City is going to win the game. Again, I think they're going to win it by a big margin, and I also think they're also going to keep a clean sheet because they want Ederson to get the Golden Glove award over Pope. And Norwich, I bet they don't even have five shots in the whole game. This game will be played in Norwich's half exclusively. Norwich will have an extremely hard time touching the ball. What do we got here? Another comment. We got not Keepa, maybe Allison. Keepa, Riza Balaga. That guy's no good. They're going to sell him. I'm sure VTU Mouth is reading all the rumors out there. It sounds like Chelsea's in dire need for a new goalkeeper. Frank Lampard is absolutely done. He's done. He's turning the page. You know who was also done? Sorry tried to sub him out, and Keepa said, "Oh no, you won't. You will not be subbing me out. I stay on this pitch. I stay in on this pitch. Sorry." And who left? Sorry left. Oh, that was so great. All right, guys, let's jump into our next bet. I've actually got two bets on this game. Look, I said you got to find another game that matters, something that had something that people are going to be fighting for. We just talked about the Golden Gloves and how Manchester City is going to be fighting for the Golden Glove for Ederson. I think Burnley's going to be doing the exact same thing for Nick Pope. Look, they want to have the best defense. There's so much bragging rights to claim that you have the best defense in the Premier League, the toughest soccer league in all of the world. So I think I've got one bet. It's BTTS no. I think both teams will score no. And I wouldn't be surprised also if no team scores in this game. The reason I say that is, yeah, Burnley has the better offense over Brighton. It's a very thin margin, but their offense is a little better. There's a reason why Burnley's way up on the table compared to Brighton. But what I see happening is they want to keep a clean sheet so bad. They're going to be so defensive-minded in this game to protect Nick Pope's clean sheet that maybe they don't come out and get a goal themselves. So I either see Brighton definitely doesn't score or both of these teams not scoring. So I think BTTS no, and those odds coming in at +108. That's an absolutely fantastic bet. I've already placed my bet on that one. You guys need to jump on that one. And then my other bet for this exact same game, again, obviously I don't see a lot of goals being scored in this game because of the whole Golden Glove thing. The under 2.5 is coming in at -117. So I've got two bets on that game. I got BTTS no coming in at +108. And I've got the under 2.5 coming in at -117. So go ahead, guys. Go ahead and get both those bets. So I've got 3 bets total on Sunday. You're going to be winning bets. All right, guys, let's talk about one more other thing while we got here. We got the NBC Sports Predictor App, a chance to win $50,000. It's our last chance. I don't think anybody's done it all season. This is one of the apps where some of these apps, once somebody wins a big jackpot, it's over. But the NBC Sports Predictor App, they will keep running the same $50,000 each match week. But that being said, I don't recall somebody winning that yet over here. We got another comment here. Not watching anything, you choose under or no BTTS, boring. Yeah, that game's going to be boring. Yeah, no, I would not be watching that game either. And based on your Blues comments, you're going to be sitting there sweating out a Blues-Wolves game. Hopefully for your sake, it's not a sweat. Hopefully your sake, Chelsea wins. As long as my Manchester United can go ahead and get that draw, let's go ahead. And I'm cool with that Chelsea win. As long as Manchester United can take care of things, then I'm all good with that. All right, guys, so $50,000, you know how this goes. They give you 5 games. You've got to correctly predict the exact score. If you do so in all 5 games, you win the $50,000. Fear not, they'll still give away $1,000 to the people who accumulate the most points. You get 10 points for the score, but you get 5 points if you can correctly predict the right result. So last chance, guys. Last chance until the new season starts was probably, I think, about late August, early September. So let's go. Last chance for $50,000. I wish they would have chosen 5 games that mattered. There are 2 games on here that don't even matter. I don't know why the NBC Sports Predictor did that. Normally they choose 5 games, and they're all in different windows because they want you in front of the TV watching they want you watching NBC Sports, but then they obviously want you watching your bet. But with all the games starting at the exact same time, they should have chosen 5 games that mattered. But anyways, they did not. So let's jump into it. The first game they've got is Arsenal versus Watford. Arsenal versus Watford, we already talked about it. I see an Arsenal win. I see a lot of goals being scored. I see Watford fighting and clawing and trying to do everything they can to remain a Premier League club next season. We know Arsenal has a lot of firepower with Aubameyang and Lacazette and Pepe. And again, I think they're going to want to stay really in tuned up for next week's FA Cup final against Chelsea. So I've got Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Arsenal 3, Watford 2 is how I see that game going on. Next game they got is Chelsea Wolves. We've obviously talked about this. This one's, I got it as a draw. I got this one as a 1-1 draw, which, how am I next? Panic, Blues fans. Just calm down, Blues fans. You're not out of Champions League because the next game on this app is Leicester versus Man U. And how I predict that one, you'll be okay. You'll be safe. But, yeah, Chelsea Wolves, just Wolves are just too good defensively. We know Chelsea is a little bit leaky on the defense. They're going to give up a goal. And I just don't see Wolves giving up more than a goal. So I answered that one as a 1-1 draw. So Chelsea, Wolves, got that one 1-1. Next game on the list is Leicester versus Man United. Again, just a really tough game to predict because of how Manchester United, how are they going to play? Are they going to play not to lose? And are they going to lose? Are they going to play not to lose and get a draw? Or will they actually show up, win the game, and do what they need to do and not have to worry about a Chelsea-Wolves result? That's how I see this game actually unfolding. I think Manchester United is actually going to show up. Leicester has been on absolutely terrible form since the restart. So I've got this one, Manchester United 2, Leicester 1. Manchester United 2, Leicester 1. Next game on the app is Manchester City versus Norwich. Talked about how Norwich is going to get absolutely smashed. It just comes down to how bad are they going to get smashed. I predicted a 5-0 beatdown. I got Manchester City 5, Norwich 0. And then the last game, just an absolute dud of a game. I don't even know why they chose this. They got Newcastle, Liverpool. I mean, come on. Are we really picking this game, NBC, because Liverpool is involved? Let's get something that matters. Let's get Tottenham, Crystal Palace, a team fighting for European football, fighting for Europa League. Let's go. Give me that game. Or give me West Ham Villa. Somebody's going to be scrapping. Newcastle, Liverpool. Look, Newcastle has been absolutely terrible since the restart. They've only really beaten, I think, Bournemouth since the restart, and Bournemouth actually got a red card that game. Newcastle has been playing like a team that wished the Premier League never restarted. Those players are still on holiday. They're looking forward to their holiday break. Liverpool, everything's already done. It's been wrapped up. They've already even lifted the trophy. I think there's going to be absolutely no motivation on their side. Will they win this game? Yes, but this will be an absolutely boring game. The guys are still going to be walking into this game with beer in their bellies, celebrating the Premier League lifting of the trophy. I've got this one being pretty boring. Liverpool 1, Newcastle 0. Just going to be a real boring game. So I'm not sure which of those games are on which channels, but if you're watching the games, obviously the 2 premier games to watch, Chelsea, Wolves, Leicester, Man United. Your TV's got to be on one of those. My TV is going to be on Leicester, Manchester United, and my tablet is going to be on Chelsea Wolves. I can guarantee you that. And may even grab this computer and put that next to it and go ahead and just throw up Tottenham, Crystal Palace just for the sake of it. Sorry, so to recap, got Arsenal 3, Watford 2, Chelsea 1, Wolves 1, Leicester 1, Man United 2, Manchester City 5, Norwich 0, and Newcastle 0, Liverpool 1. Let me go see if I missed any more comments here. Got one here. Crazy, all the games are in the same time slot. Well, I mean, it's crazy, but that's what the NFL does, right? You know, the games that matter last week of the season all get the 1 o'clock time slot, and then there'll be another 4 o'clock time slot for everything. It's a cool way to do it. You guys remember a few years back when Manchester City and Manchester United, everybody probably remembers this, Manchester City, Manchester United competing for the Premier League crown. That was where Manchester United was playing Sunderland, if I believe, and Manchester City was playing QPR. Manchester United scored something like the 80th or maybe the 85th minute. They obviously think that they've got the game won because at that point, Manchester City was level on the score with QPR, whatever the score was. And then Sergio Aguero, I believe, was the guy who got the game winner in like the 93rd or 94th minute. It was like a 5-minute swing. It went from City being crowned champions, United gets a goal, they're the champions, and then a late, literally almost like last kick of the ball, Manchester City came back and stole the title away from Manchester United. So the games all in the same time slot are absolutely fast, and that's what you would want, right? You wouldn't want one of these clubs knowing that, you know, that something's already been secured. So now let's say Chelsea Wolves doesn't matter because, you know, United Leicester was earlier in the day. So everything in the same time slot, that's what you want. That brings on the most excitement. You just got to get more TVs, get your tablets going, get them all going, guys. All right, guys, hopefully when it's all said and done, Manchester United is in Champions League football. I do not want to watch any more Thursday night football. I'm absolutely tired of watching the Europa League. I'm already watching Champions League. Obviously, I'm a huge soccer guy. So just put Manchester United in it. Be cool. And come on, Blues. Go ahead and join us. Let's get the big boy teams in there. Let's not go ahead and get Leicester in there. I'd rather have the Blues in there, not Leicester. All right, guys. Don't forget, we already made a video of the baseball bets. There's still plenty of time to watch that video. Get in the bets for tonight's baseball game. Undefeated. I know it's obviously early, but undefeated so far in the baseball season. And we've got these soccer bets. We've got the one in the Norwich City game, and then we've got the 2 in the Burnley Brighton game. So, all right, guys. I'm Jason Mattis. It's been a good time. Thanks for all the comments to you guys. Jerry, Mouth, appreciate it as always, guys. And we'll see you guys next time. All right, I'm Jason Mattis. How do you stop this? There we go.